Now, the director of this movie is Scott Cooper, and all of his movies that I have seen, honestly, I either like or I don't hate. He's not made a horrible movie. I know a lot of people hate Antlers. I like Black Mass, I like Out of the Furnace, Crazy Heart, Hostiles, which was really slow, and now we have a new movie with Christian Bale, of course, and you know what? This should be a huge win. The Pale Blue Eye stars Christian Bale and Harry Melling, and is about a world-weary detective is hired to investigate the murder of a West Point cadet. Now, this is a brand new Netflix movie that came out this weekend, and I did hear about this movie, but it was a movie that was just kind of just under the radar. I didn't really care to watch it, and then just so happens my mom and dad found it on Netflix, and they watched it, and I was like, alright, I'll tag along. And it's exactly what I expected. When you look at a Scott Cooper movie, you're gonna get a slow movie. Just go ahead, when you're walking to a movie of his, number one thing, it's slow. But the thing is, it's gonna be well acted, it's gonna look freaking amazing, and it's probably gonna have a good enough story to keep you intrigued sometimes. I know Antlers was a complete mess for people, but for this movie, I can say this: the investigative style of Christian Bale as the detective, and you obviously have Dudley playing Edgar Allan Poe in this movie, I found their dynamic and the entire investigation going on in this movie interesting. I didn't find it enthralling. I never got my teeth gritted into this movie or anything like that until the end. But for a 2-hour and 10-minute movie, it really is just a lot of detective work, investigative stuff. But the thing is, it looks beautiful. The cinematography, I mean, for a January release, a Netflix movie, a movie that probably no one's gonna even remember at the end of this year, this cinematography is outstanding. All of Scott Cooper's movies look amazing, and with this movie, it makes me so sad because the story never really hit me until the end. But like I said, you have Christian Bale, who obviously, I mean, it's Christian Bale. Do I really need to say anything? It's Christian Bale. He's great. He's great. He's very soft-spoken. He's got a very deep, dark character past about his detective work, and I liked it. He's a good character, but it never was a character I was like, I love you. And then you have Edgar Allan Poe, played by Dudley, and listen, I'm so happy to see the actor finally just break out of that role, become something more. He was in the Macbeth movie, he was in one of those Coen Brother movies recently. He's starting to do a lot of different ranges, and I appreciate that. In this movie, as Edgar Allan Poe, he's very good. He's very soft-spoken, and when the darker scenes happen, he's very good in the movie. These two talk throughout the entire movie, using to go into this cadet and army stuff, and it gets more interesting about the movie. It gets to the third act, and then like I said, that third act, something happens. A big twist. Did not expect a twist. And from that point to like the last 30, 20 minutes of this movie, I was enthralled. I was like, this is good. I was into it. But by that point, for a 2-hour, 10-minute movie, it's watchable. It looks great. It's well acted. The costumes are great. All the actors are in it. I mean, Robert Duvall, he's freaking great in this movie. But in the end, it's a movie that I enjoyed watching for the one time and never care to watch again. I'm gonna give The Pale Blue Eye a B-. And if you ask me, Scott Cooper just keeps rolling on because he keeps making movies that to me aren't dog crap or really bad. They're just movies that are kind of, you'll watch them once, that was a good solid movie, and I kind of move on in life. I do like Black Mass, I like Crazy Heart, and Out of the Furnace is underrated. But in the end, he makes great looking movies that aren't movies that I'm going to rewatch anytime soon. Anyway guys, enjoyed this movie review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye everyone.